Once again, it's novelty times at Kipp, and we have our little magical box again with some of the highlights we can take a look at together now. One special novelty is a control element, and it's this here out of our little magical box. Yeah, it's a hand wheel. And okay, the hand wheel itself is not the novelty for sure, but right now we have hand wheels with the hub made of stainless steel, and that makes those hand wheels much more durable. And as always, you can get the hand wheels in many different variations, but the version I like the most is the not wheel hand wheel. It's this little guy. It's like a reduced version of a hand wheel. You can rotate it the same way, and you can pull this little handle aside so it's not in the way anymore. And it's a very minimalistic version of a hand wheel. Let's check out the next novelty we have in our little magical box. And this is a self-locking threaded lifting pin. That's a very helpful part if you want to change your lifting points on your machine or part or jig quite often, and if you want to change it fast. It works like kind of a locking pin. With a push of a button, it releases something on the shaft. On a locking pin, it's a ball that needs to be in a perfect position to hold the part, but on this one, it's a part of a thread. So you can insert this thing in any threaded hole you have already on your part or machine or jig, and you can tighten up the screw so you have a movable and rotatable perfect lifting point. The next novelty highlight is a clamping system. So let's take a look in our little magical box, and this is a wedge clamp. If you want to work on multiple parts at the same time, you can have a multi-clamping system mounted to your machine and work with wedge clamps like this one to fix all your parts. You tighten up the screw, you move the wedge, and you can apply a lot of pressure to your parts. You can get these parts in one side is moving and the other side is fixed, or like this one, if you tighten up the one screw, both sides will move and clamp parts. And so long you can get those parts in 50mm width, and right now they're available in 75 and 100mm. And for sure, using a 100mm wedge clamp, you can clamp much bigger parts safely. The next novelty highlight is a transport technology product. So let's take a deep look into a little magical box. Whoa, it's a quite light one. If you have to move a load quite often, like a jig that goes onto your machine quite often, you want to leave the lifting points onto the jig. And in that moment, it would be nice if the lifting points are not that expensive. And in that time, an oyster ring is the perfect solution for you. You can screw it in. The moment the screw is tightened, it's still rotatable and it's still movable in that direction. And they're not always that big. You can get them from M8 to M24 and also in inches. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, either to one of the products we took a look at or to any other novelty products at Kipp, just feel free to write a comment down below. I will read it, I will answer it, and see you next time.